mind me, I was just playing with my Legos. Hey, even though they're in the toy aisle, don't judge. They are not just for kids, you know. They've actually been a really big part of my life, pretty much since as long as I can remember. And I feel like my experience with Legos and other building toys have really made me into the person I am today, the engineer I've become. The root word, actually, the name Lego, comes from a Danish term that translates to play well. And I have certainly played well for dozens of years now. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about how Legos have influenced my life and how I think they're a great thing for kids of all ages and even adults like me. I think that from my experience, Legos can really stimulate creativity and imagination and engineering skills, building skills, problem solving, critical thinking. How can this work? And visualizing those things, because you can take that skill and apply it to a whole host of other skills in life. There also can be a way of just expressing yourself and having fun. For example, I have a nice little bucket truck here. Since I work at Consumers, I like to keep this at my desk. Some other parts of my story is I met my wife in Germany, so I got an architecture set of the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. And you can even see my wife and I. My wife's here in classic German dirndl, and I'm wearing lederhosen with a hat and a pretzel as big as my chest. So that's fun. I always like building like airplanes and spaceships. It's one of my favorites because I like sci-fi and aspire to be a pilot. And my wife was even really clever for our baby that we're having just now. She announced to me a pregnancy by putting this teeny weeny little Lego baby. And I was like, oh, I'm having a baby, that's great. I thought that was very clever of her. And I've even gone into the realm of functional things in my life. I have a spaceship shaped Lego with a USB drive as the thruster. And one of my pens has a spaceship on it made of Lego, so Lego pen. So I try to integrate it in it as much as I can. So in addition to being able to just express myself in various different ways, there really is something for everyone. These are just the ones that I like, but there's so many out there, and for all age groups. For example, my daughter, when she was just a little younger, she liked playing with mega blocks because these are huge and there's something that she can actually do. And it was just so exciting to see her little 1.5-year-old brain be like, I can stack all these things up and make a really tall tower. And just beginning those motor skills and those thinking skills. Then, where she's at right now, there's Duplos for kids who are just a little bit bigger but can't quite handle the tiny pieces. She likes making trains like this one, or dog houses, or Minnie Mouse characters, and all kinds of things she's like. There's all kinds of Duplos for both boys and girls. You obviously have all kinds of Legos for kids and everything. Just whatever, boys, girls, superheroes, any kind of movie. There's Legos for everyone out there, including like real life models even for adults, like this cabin. This reminds me of our cabin where we in Wisconsin that we have with our family, and go inside and have a little rest on the bed and everything. It even came with a moose, and since in Wisconsin I've seen a moose, so I was like, this is my Lego moose, just like the one I've seen. And then once you get to the adult tier, you can even do more advanced things like robotics. And I made this motorized helicopter with lights on front and a rotating rotor with a battery pack. So you can get into even more advanced robotics and everything. So really good for keeping like an adult's mind sharp, something challenging, engaging that uses, my electronic skills or programming skills when you get up to the higher tier. So there really is something for everyone, which is, I think, a great thing about this toy is I learned back on Duplos, and now I've progressed all the way to, making motorized functions. So to conclude, I think that Legos really are great for everyone. I think they help foster brain development and creativity, motor skills, learning how to put things together, just problem solving and imagination. I want to make this, and I have these bricks. Sometimes I challenge myself to be like, I'm going to give myself a small subset of bricks. Like, I'm going to take apart this truck. Can I make an airplane out of this truck? How can I use new pieces in a creative way? Sorry, guys. And I think all these skills are really helpful at a young age, especially to foster that growth. But I think it's also really important for adults because they can help keep your mind sharp. You have a hobby that can keep you thinking. And I think Legos do that really well. They have for me anyway. So, in conclusion, get some for your children, maybe get some for your grandchildren, maybe even try one for yourself and have some fun. And until next time, play well.
This time, please put 2 minutes on the timer for the comments to be wrapped up and evaluate. Make the evaluations. While you're talking about all those changes, I was wondering how that would apply for dementia people. You've got the younger generation, but I've never really thought about how Legos might apply to people with dementia. If they were gonna go back to their childhood and things that they played with along the way, if developing or trying to make something new with Legos would help spark some of their creativity and help motorize things keep going. So, it's a random thought. I'm hoping they'll just Google that when I get back to you.
I have a random thought.